What's up, guys? Day trading hacker here. Going to talk about Bitcoin this morning. BTC. We got a little pullback after the breakout. Made a new high. Everybody's kind of wondering what's happening. This is natural. Stocks, Bitcoin, cryptos in general, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Just remember that. I'm currently in a trade I entered long, and I just added to my position here. I took some profit up in this 62.5 range yesterday, and then I was right, and then I just bought some more here this morning. Long story short, do I think this is the top? Well, I don't think this is the top, and I'm going to explain to you why I don't think it's the top. If we go to the weekly charts on Bitcoin, we are still green, as you can see. Green, 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 green. Okay, this is the weekly Heiken and Shi charts on Bitcoin. So if you look at this chart, you can tell that we are still bullish. Okay, did the candle come right down to the uptrend? It did. Could it relax a little bit? It can. I really wouldn't start stressing it unless we had a couple of red weeks together. When you're day trading it, unless you're holding it for the long run, you make sure that you're going to buy the dips, sell it, and take profit on the way and see how much move you can make. I took another trade back here from this test and rode it all the way through here. I wanted to trade here, and it never came down, so I ended up getting in this range. So, talking about it, the weekly is very bullish, okay? So don't think that Bitcoin's going to come down. It may relax. I would want to see some red like this before I'd think we were coming down, right? It happens every time. This is since 2015, right? So every time we start seeing some red weeks, then, you're going to see some real dips, but we haven't even had any red weeks. So I keep it very simple. Uptrend. These are downtrends. These are spider lines that I have in there where I expect it to bounce, which it did. It came into that level perfectly. Took profit up there when I was in that trade. Then I bought back in down here, coming down towards the trend. We can look at the daily. As you can see, this is the uptrend, spider lines. Here's another spider line down here at like 59,081. Could Bitcoin come down to 59,081? It could. Do I think it's going to? I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to kind of try to hold this range right here. But we'll see. It could come in here and test that if you're looking for that play. There'll be a lot of buyers at this trend test. There's a lot of buyers now at the breakout. This is the breakout area of the previous high. That's why it's trying to hold this. And it's retesting the downtrend, obviously. So there's a lot going on. A lot of people talking about altcoins. Ethereum's running. Everything's running. Doge hit 37 cents or something yesterday. Just crazy. Most people, they make that money in Doge and then they spin it over to Bitcoin. So then we get some runs in Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens. But I entered long. I'm in this long. This is how I was taking profit in my position that I entered here. This actually triggered while I was asleep, and I woke up and I was up a bunch, so that was nice. I don't suggest everybody doing that, but I have my risks set and stops and all that stuff. So I took some profit here, re-added to the position there, took profit here, as you can see. And then I thought about adding again here, and then I changed my mind. I ended up closing my trade on this top of this candle here around midnight up in this 63,120. I said, I think this thing's going to fail, and it did. It failed, and I put a trade in down here, and it picked me up. I went red in the trade a little bit. You got to expect to go red when you get in a trade sometimes. You're never going to pick the perfect bottom or the perfect top. It's always an area that you're trying to get into. This is the trend intersection that we're looking at for Bitcoin on the uptrend. That was that red line I was showing you here. That's this line. So very simply, we want to try to stay above this range. Could it dip in there this weekend? It could. I'll ride it down there and I'll buy some more if it does come down here. I'm 15x currently in the trade with Bybit. So, guys, I live stream quite often. Sometimes I'll have my stream up for 2 days, just depending on how long I'm in the trade. Or I'll leave it up so you guys can see market cipher and different things. If you have questions, you can ask and I'll see them. So, but anyway, that's my technical analysis on Bitcoin this morning. And for the weekend, I expect it to kind of mess around this area and then bounce back up. I really want to ride all the way back up here. So it will come up here and retest, or should. As long as we can hold this uptrend, right? This weekly uptrend, or this is the daily, excuse me. But what we want to see is we want to see the weekly stay green, right? We want the weekly to stay green. That is a good sign. We had one red week way back here in January, but I think we really need 2 weeks of red before we're really going to start to see a dip. You just, you take your positions, you pick your levels. You take your daily levels, weekly levels, and you hourly levels sometimes, and you tie it into where you want to enter a trade, where you want to get out of a trade, and that's how you trade. You don't just put it in and pray. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys. Well, that's enough for this video. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'll be back on live this afternoon sometime, at some point anyway. All right? Thanks, guys.